Hi there, folks. This is Levi Kuhn at Kuhn Truck and RV, your Class B and B Plus RV specialist. Please check out our website at truckandrv.com. That's truckandrv.com to view all of our inventory. We'll put a direct link to this particular RV in the description below. If you follow that link, it's going to take you over to our website where you can see the pricing and the information on this unit. However, once this unit is sold, that link will be removed as that web page is no longer live. We are a full-service dealer. We do offer warranty as well as financing packages. If you have any questions on those, give us a call in our office at 419-899-2020. Alrighty, folks, it's time for the inside portion of today's video tour, and I have another very nice one to show you today. This is a 2004 Pleasureway Excel TS. This one has 76,000 miles on it. As always, I'm going to start at the front, then make my way towards the rear of the coach. I'm then going to come back towards the front. I'm going to try to get you a few different angles so you get a feel for the overall space as well as the overall condition of this unit. Both front chairs do swivel. The smaller round table is stored behind the driver's seat here. The wardrobe here has the larger table. I'll show you that here in a second. The microwave/convection oven is sitting on the shelf on top of that wardrobe closet. We are a small family-owned and operated dealership. My father started this business back in 1976. Myself and my brother Luke have taken over the day-to-day operations. So if you stop in, you're more than likely going to meet me or Luke. Both front seats here are cloth. Both front seats do swivel to face the rear of the coach. This passenger seat is going to be able to swivel around further than the driver's seat. The driver's seat can only swivel around so far until the seat back does hit the steering wheel there. There is a plug here. It's kind of hidden. You can pull that out. You can place the table up front here, or you can also place the table in the rear. So if you place that table up here, you can do your dining, lounging in these front chairs, or you do have the option of doing that in the rear as well. Fire extinguisher, a couple of switches here. The outside one is for the porch light. The inside one is for a single light directly overhead. So as soon as you step in the door, you can flip that single switch on to get you some light in here to get in and turn the rest of the lights on. Noxious gas detector, switch for our water heater, remote start for our own 2800 generator showing 73 hours. Our levels gauges here, holding one of these buttons. So we'll line up our gauge right here. The water pump switch. We will go into the kitchen area here now. We do have the traditional 3-way refrigerator. This will run on 12 volt electricity, 110 volt electricity, or propane gas. As with all of them, it does have the small freezer compartment up top. This guy right here is our furnace. You can see you have an outlet right there, a couple of drawers, a little bit of storage under the sink. Single basin kitchen sink. It does have a cover for that. So if you don't need to use the sink, you can place the cover on that there and then use that as extra counter space. We do have a 2-burner cooktop here with a nice stainless splash around that. A little rack there for your spices. This kitchen window does open. Got a couple of cabinets overhead here. And now I'm going to pull a 180 on you here to show you the driver's side of this coach. This one here is the wardrobe. This board here stored on the front wall, that is used to make the bed up in the rear into the large bed configuration. The larger table there, table leg there. And we do have a rod or a rack up top where you can hang your clothes. This one is intended to be your wardrobe. The number one thing that people like about Pleasureways is the restroom. We do have an enclosed wet bath here. Some drawers and storage underneath the sink. Bathroom sink, we do have a single valve here. This will run the sink, or you pull a knob up and that's going to divert that to the hose and up to the shower head. We have a GFCI protected outlet in the back there. Medicine cabinet with mirror. Commode. This here is a formed fiberglass drain pan, so when you're taking your shower, you can either stand right here or you can sit on the toilet and take your shower. The way that this works, there is a track up top, which we are missing the shower curtain. We often do not replace shower curtains because we don't know if you want one with kitties or dogs or trains or boats. So we're gonna let you buy your own shower curtain, but the hooks are still right here. The way that works is you're going to pull the shower curtain around this track to protect your sink and cabinetry here from the water, as well as your door. So you're going to pull that across the door and then in front of the sink. And that will protect those things to keep them from getting wet. Coming into the back of the coach, this is designed to be the living area as well as the bedroom. Again, there's a second location for the table. This here is a fuse panel and circuit breakers. This is a rear power sofa bed. Before I run this down, in case the seat belts tug down through, which they often do when you run the bed down, this does have two seat belts back here, a shoulder belt that attaches there, and then a shoulder belt that attaches there. So there are two seat belts back here, as well as the two seat belts up front, for a total of 4 seat belts in this unit. As you can see, the bed is power. It runs right down. So there's a couple different options as far as sleeping goes in this unit. If you're not overly tall, you can sleep here and here, as well as possibly here if you like to cuddle and want a third person in here. The way that you're going to do that, the board in the closet that I showed you, you're going to use that to fill in this section here. It basically just lays on there's a little lip or ledge there. That board's going to lay on there, and then you'll use the cushions that are intended to be the backs here in the seating position. Those 2 cushions, one on each side, the other one's on this side, that will fill in here to make this one large bed. So when you make this into a large bed, you can sleep 1, 2, 3, or you can sleep 1, 2, 3. This is a 2-person unit. This is rated to be a 2-person unit per Pleasureway, but the space is there if you do want to use it to sleep that third person. A lot of people, if they're not overly tall, do prefer to sleep this way because they can leave this section open here, so it makes it easier. You're going to put your head up there and your feet down here. If you have to get up in the middle of the night to pee, it makes it easy to kick your feet out and get up out of bed. And you do not have to crawl over your partner to get out of bed. Simple hold a switch and that sofa runs right back up. The side windows, both of these side windows do open. The smaller lower portion of this window, there's a little crank knob there. Those are going to tip out on either side. We have a rooftop air conditioning unit. The controls for that are directly on the AC itself. This here is the thermostat for the propane furnace. Just a little bit of a stain from salt or something, I don't know, I'm not sure entirely. A little bit there. Some shelving here, kind of a pantry area per se. Some storage overhead here. This one doesn't open super far in the back because of the AC unit. Oh, no, it wasn't the AC unit. It was the other door that I forgot to shut. So you have to have one door shut to open the other one. Anywhere and everywhere that they can use for storage, they do. This guy here is the crank for the TV antenna. What do you call a psychic that is overweight? What do you call a psychic that is overweight? A 4-chin teller. All of the cloth upholstery back here is in excellent condition. It's still very, very clean. It still actually has some plushness to it. Very, very clean interior on this one. Get resituated here. We have carpet back here in the living area with vinyl in this area, and then carpet up front again. Show you the driver's side of the couch here. Again, very, very clean. Still very comfortable, very plush. This one has a brand new 19-inch flat screen TV in it. A DVD player built on the side. We often do a TV with a built-in DVD player because it is less wiring, easier for us to install. When we do that, the original DVD player would have been here. That gets removed, so now you have a nice little storage shelf for your TV remote, iPhone, iPad, anything you can fit up there. Makes a nice little storage shelf for that. Switch for the power sofa, switch for the inverter. The inverter is located behind the TV. That inverter allows you to power this TV while you're traveling without having the generator running. There is also a 12-volt outlet back here. This guy here is your inverter. So that turns that on so you can watch TV. There's a small amplifier here. If you want to listen to the rear speakers, the TV to play on the rear speakers, you do have to turn that amplifier on. Close that door up here. So a brand new 19-inch flat screen TV with built-in DVD player. We have an outlet down here. Small storage space there. But overall, a really, really nice clean coach. Outside shined up beautifully. Interior cleaned up very, very well. Just a very well cared for, very nice clean coach. 2004 with 76,000 miles. I'm going to call this thing a 9.5 for a 2004 with 76,000 miles. It is extremely clean. So I'm going to call this one a 9.5. Ford E350 chassis. 5.4 liter V8, all loaded up front. Power windows, locks, tilt, cruise, CD player, power mirrors, if I didn't mention that already. If you have any questions on this one, give us a call at Kuhn Truck and RV, the best little RV dealer around since 1976. Alrighty folks, we're gonna run the outside of this Pleasureway Excel TS. We are 20.5 feet from bumper to bumper. We have 4 brand new tires, an 11-foot awning. This one does sit on the Ford E350 chassis. It is powered by the 5.4 liter V8 engine. The outside of this thing is very, very clean. There's a few minor issues with the striping, which I'm going to show you. First spot here on the passenger's front fender. You can see there's a couple spots there in the stripe. The rest of the stripe down this side is in good condition. The stripe on the awning up here also does have a few small spots there, and then one little bit bigger spot there. We got our porch light, 2 vents and access. This one and this one are vent and access to the back of our refrigerator. We have our coach battery on a slide-out tray, vent for our propane furnace, a couple of exterior outlets. We have a nice sized storage compartment on the passenger's rear corner. We got a couple of power cords down in there. This is a nice sized storage compartment for a Class B. Again, really straight. Exterior shined up beautifully on the outside of this one. Coming around to the rear of the coach, we do have a tow package, trailer plug, spare tire is mounted up underneath in the rear. Both back doors do open. Coming around to the driver's side, again, very straight, shined up very, very nicely. We're going to fill our onboard freshwater tank here, vent and access to our water heater. We have a smaller storage compartment on the driver's side rear corner. We have a water hose as well as some sewer hoses in there. This one here can be used to store the sewer hose in as well. A couple of minor nicks in the stripe on this side. Nothing that stands out to me like on the passenger side. Another very minor nick there. Outside shower, gasoline tank, our sewer connection with our black and gray water valves, cable TV, city water connection. Gonna hook our shore power cord up here. Got our propane tank, and lastly, our Onan 2800 gasoline generator.